Hi, this is James B. Potts. My age is 58. I'm currently living in Conyers, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. Um, you have asked about my journey, how long I was in film, acting, or historical reenactments. I've been working in film since 2012, originally part time, just a little bit. I've been acting for the last 5 or 6 years, and I've been working off and on full time in the film industry for the last few years. Historical reenactments, the only one I've really done is the Battle of Ulusty, and I mostly played with the stuntmen down there. I also, in film itself, was involved in the Underground Railroad as one of the marauders that was firing black powder, and I was also in Love Courage in the Battle of Bushy Run, which was 1763, I believe, the French and Indian War, battling the Indians at Fort Pitt. Um, Expertise wise, acting, I do several films most weeks. Some of them are long running, some of them I'm the principal in. Sometimes I do some of the crew positions. They're mostly independent films. Um, I do a lot of my own stunts. I can fall down, I can shoot weapons, I can have basic sword fights. Um, Most of what, as long as you're not lighting me on fire, I'll probably be okay. Um, the When we did the Battle of Ulusty, that is actually a production that we're doing right now, or what they're still working on. I was down there earlier, a couple of months ago. It's called Remember the Land. As far as horses, I used to be a horseback instructor. My current horse does not live with me. It does not play well with others. It's been on a sleepover for several years, but I ride Western, I ride English, I ride Tennessee Walking. Western is by far my favorite. I can ride bareback. I do have a period saddle from the 1800s, but it's more Civil War. It's the McClellan saddle. Unique skills, background abilities. I don't know that they're unique, but I've done a lot of camping, a lot of hiking, rock climbing. Really wouldn't do any serious rock climbing itself, but I do rappel, I spelunk. I've done a lot of travel. I can kayak, I can canoe. I have canoed Indian style before. I'm better than most people at walking around barefoot outside, and I can do what you might call the Indian squatting position for longer than most people can, like maybe around the campfire and whatnot. I have spent a considerable amount of time sleeping out of doors. I can walk around in the dark, that type of thing. 1835, military attire, civilian attire, and Seminole attire. Most of my stuff, honestly, is more 1850s to 1860s. Some of it would be able to be used, probably. I don't think the pants changed a whole lot between 1835 and the 1800s. Obviously, a lot of the uniform did. I do have wooden canteen. I have the powder bags and whatnot. My personal weapon is actually an 1863 Harper's Ferry pattern, obviously a little more modern than 1835. I have a few black powder pistols that I've never shot. They might be usable, but would need an armor to look over them. They would go more back to an older period. Why do I want to be a part of the production? I love working in film. I particularly like period pieces, so this would be ideal. I do have a history major, including grad work, so obviously that plays into I enjoy history. And also, even though I'm only have a smidgen of Native American blood, people of the land myself, I am a little bit Cherokee, a little bit Shawnee, and a little bit Taino. My college roommate was a Carib Indian, and my family was allied with the Catawbas back in the 1750s. Um, but I have a lot of friends that are of various tribes, the closest of which is Crow or Absaroka Indian, and my Crow name is actually Awichiaka. I've also spent time down on the Catawba Reservation sitting cross-legged around the sage fire and the wickiup. I've had the eagle feather purification ceremony done on me by one of the sachems, who incidentally was descended from John Brown. He's Catawba Indian. But I spend a fair amount of time with people within that community. So I have better than a passing knowledge, and I have an appreciation of the culture. So I think that's covered most of the bases. I'll go ahead and send this in so you can look at it. Hopefully it'll work out. I'd love to join you for the production. Thank you.